For most of history, people believed some things were simply impossible. Humans could not fly. No one could run a mile in under 4 minutes. No one could reach the deepest part of the ocean. And landing on the moon sounded more like fantasy than science. But then, humans did all of it. Welcome to Peak Selects. Today, we're counting down 10 impossible things humans actually did. Number 10, running a mile in under 4 minutes. For years, many people believed the human body had a limit. Running 1 mile in under 4 minutes seemed almost impossible. The speed was too high. The pace was too brutal. The body was not supposed to handle it. Then, in 1954, Roger Bannister did it. He ran the mile in 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. What makes this achievement even more interesting is what happened after. Once Bannister proved it could be done, other runners started breaking the same barrier too. The wall was not just physical. It was mental. Before Bannister, the 4-minute mile looked impossible. After Bannister, it became a target. Sometimes the hardest barrier is the belief that something cannot be done. Number 9, flying a powered aircraft. For thousands of years, humans looked at birds and imagined flying. But imagination was not enough. Many people tried. Many failed. Some even died. The idea of a heavier-than-air machine lifting off the ground and staying controlled in the sky sounded unrealistic to many people. Then, in 1903, the Wright brothers changed everything. Their aircraft, the Wright Flyer, made a controlled powered flight. It was short. It was not glamorous, but it proved the idea worked. That small flight opened the door to modern aviation. Today, airplanes cross oceans, carry millions of passengers, transport cargo, and connect the world. But it started with a machine that barely stayed in the air. What once looked impossible became normal. Number 8, reaching the top of Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest mountain above sea level on Earth. For a long time, reaching its summit seemed like something humans were not meant to do. The air is thin, the cold is extreme, the climb is dangerous, the margin for error is small. Many expeditions failed before anyone reached the top. Then, in 1953, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay reached the summit. They stood on the highest point on Earth. This was not just a climbing achievement. It was proof that humans could survive and succeed in one of the planet's harshest environments. Everest is still dangerous today. But after Hillary and Norgay, the mountain was no longer an impossible dream. It became one of the most famous human challenges in history. Number 7, breaking the sound barrier. For a long time, many believed aircraft could not safely fly faster than the speed of sound. As planes got faster, pilots experienced violent shaking, control problems, and dangerous instability. Some thought there was a physical wall in the sky that aircraft could not pass. That is why it was called the sound barrier. Then, in 1947, Chuck Yeager flew the Bell X-1 faster than the speed of sound. He broke Mach 1. The aircraft did not explode. The sky did not stop him. The barrier was real as an engineering problem, but not as an absolute limit. This achievement changed aviation forever. It helped lead to faster military aircraft, supersonic research, and a new understanding of high-speed flight. Humans did not just fly. They flew faster than sound. Number 6, diving to the deepest part of the ocean. The ocean is not just deep. It is crushing. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is so extreme that most machines would be destroyed. For humans, reaching that depth seemed almost impossible. There is no sunlight. The temperature is low. The pressure is massive. And if something goes wrong, rescue is almost impossible. But in 1960, Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh descended into the Challenger deep in the bathyscaphe Trieste. They reached the deepest known part of the ocean. This was one of the most extreme journeys ever made by humans. It was not into space. It was downward, into a world almost completely separate from our own. Later missions returned with better technology, but the first descent proved that humans could reach even the most hostile places on Earth. Number 5, eradicating smallpox. For centuries, smallpox was one of the most feared diseases in the world. It killed millions. It left survivors scarred. It spread across continents. The idea of completely eliminating such a disease sounded impossible. Diseases were something people tried to survive, not erase from the planet. But through vaccination campaigns, global coordination, and public health work, smallpox was officially declared eradicated in 1980. That means a disease that once killed massive numbers of people was removed from natural circulation. This is one of the greatest achievements in medical history. It did not happen because of one person or one invention alone. It happened because humans cooperated across countries and decades. Smallpox proved that even a global disease could be defeated. Number 4, mapping the human genome. The human body is incredibly complex. Inside almost every cell is DNA, carrying instructions that help build and operate the body. For a long time, reading the full human genetic code sounded like an impossible task. There were billions of DNA letters to identify and organize. But scientists worked toward that goal through the Human Genome Project. In 2003, the project was declared complete. This gave humanity a far deeper understanding of genetics, disease, biology, and inheritance. It did not instantly solve every medical problem. That would be false. But it gave science a powerful map. A thing that once seemed too complex to read became something humans could study, compare, and use for future research. Number 3. Photographing a black hole. A black hole is not like a planet or a star. It is an object with gravity so strong that even light cannot escape past a certain point. So how do you take a picture of something that does not let light out? For a long time, a real black hole image seemed impossible. Then, in 2019, scientists released the first image of a black hole shadow. It was created using the Event Horizon Telescope, a network of telescopes around the world working together like one giant Earth-sized instrument. The image showed a bright ring of hot material around a dark center. It was not just a picture. It was evidence. Humans had found a way to look at one of the most extreme objects in the universe. We could not visit it. We could not touch it. But we found a way to see its shadow. Number 2. Building a permanent human presence in space. Going to space was once considered nearly impossible. Staying there for long periods sounded even harder. Space has no breathable air, no natural protection from radiation, no normal gravity, no easy way to get supplies. But humans built space stations. The International Space Station became a place where astronauts could live and work above Earth for months at a time. It is not science fiction. It is a real structure orbiting the planet. Astronauts conduct experiments, maintain equipment, exercise to protect their bodies, and live in an environment that humans were never naturally designed for. This achievement matters because it shows that humans can survive beyond Earth for extended periods. Not perfectly, not easily, but successfully. Number 1. Landing on the moon. For most of human history, the moon was unreachable. People could see it every night, but touching it sounded impossible. It was too far away. Space was too dangerous. The technology did not exist. Then, in 1969, Apollo 11 landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the lunar surface while Michael Collins orbited above. This was not just a scientific achievement. It was one of the most dramatic moments in human history. A species that began on Earth managed to leave its planet, travel through space, land on another world, and return alive. That final part matters. Getting there was hard. Coming back was just as important. The moon landing proved that the word, impossible, can change with time, knowledge, and technology. A mile was too fast. A mountain was too high. The ocean was too deep. The sky was too dangerous. Space was too far. But humans kept testing the limits. Not every impossible dream becomes real. But history shows one thing clearly: some things are only impossible until someone proves they're not. Thanks for watching Peak Selects.